Hey guys, welcome to another solo sortie. Today's sortie is mobile defense, and the condition is Eximus Stronghold. So for this sortie, we're going to be using Nyx Prime. This is the build I'm using for her. The main thing you need is Assimilate. We're going to be using this so we can stand invulnerable on top of the dealie that we're defending, whatever you call it, terminal, and absorb all the incoming bullets into our invulnerable field or whatever. So you mainly want to max like your range and efficiency so we can keep Assimilate going for as long as possible, which is our fourth ability. And then we're going to also use our third every once in a while just to CC the enemies. We probably won't ever use our first or second ability, which both of them, to be honest, aren't really that good at all. The first ability is good if you want to, like, say you see a napalm or like some really strong enemy. You can just use your one on them to take them out of the fight without having to kill them. And then since they do take damage during that time, a lot of times once you end your mind control on them, they'll just die. But so yeah, for this we're using weapons that give us energy back. So Super Vandal, Cyno Gamma Core, Rock to Cernos if it was... Rock to Cernos is good. There's another energy one that's not that strong, but you could use if you really wanted to. What's it called? Rock to Ballistica, that's what I was thinking of. And then I just have this Rada. We're not going to be able to really get in melee range of anyone, so I decided to pick a thrown melee. I'll show these builds first, actually. So if you don't have a Ribbon here, you put on Vigilante Armaments, or if you wanted to, you could also put on Shred. Either of those is fine, but the entry burst here is what's giving us a what's it called? +1 entropy, so that's what's giving us our energy back. Obviously I need another former on this because I don't have my infected clip maxed out, but yeah. So anyways, there's also Cyno Gamma Core. This will give us entropy automatically, so we don't need a mod for that. So you just do a standard crit build for this. Crit status hybrid. This is pretty much the best build. If you wanted to, you could swap out. Yeah, I'd just do this build. I think this is the best build. And yeah, and then the Sortie. Here's my build for the Sortie. I don't know if this is maximized. I think it might have enough crit that we could do a crit status hybrid, but I just decided to do a condition overload only build. And then I have healing return, so we can heal up a little bit when we're in our bubble if we got hit, like when we're between times where we could have it out, or like on the road, like running to the next point or whatever. But that's not really an optimized build. And if you have the Glaive Prime, I believe that's the strongest throw melee, so you'd want that one instead if you have it. And then Carrier Prime, we want something with vacuum just because we really want to be able to pick up as many energy orbs as we can. We don't really have mobility, so we can't walk over them, so you just need something with vacuum. And Carrier Prime's the tankiest, so that's why I use Carrier Prime here. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on into it. So I don't know how nullifier bubbles interact with Nyx Assimilate, but I am assuming that they will disable your Assimilate. So you want to prioritize nullifiers so that they don't make you vulnerable again. Another thing you want to do is pretty quickly go from point to point so you don't die in the transition periods. Ooh, my build should have primed flow on it. I just realized that now. So yeah, I would probably take out a range mod for primed flow. I would definitely do that, yeah. Don't have a lot of energy. Okay, so anyway, so we get on our point, assimilate, so now it's invulnerable, hack on into it, and then we start killing enemies. And we're not quite big enough to make the whole thing invulnerable, I think, but we can see, yeah, it's taking some damage, but we definitely prevent most of the damage by just standing here and protecting it. See, like, Corrupted Heavy Gunner took a little while to kill, so that's like someone you could use your mind control on, so now I don't have to worry about that Arctic Eximus that I just mind controlled, right? So that's kind of how you use mind control. Or even better, if there's a parasitic Eximus, that will screw you over, so you want to find those and use your mind control on it. I think there's one near me since my energy's dropping so fast, but I just can't find it. I think it's Arctic Eximus, Arctic Eximus, Arctic Eximus. Lancer. Maybe that's just about how fast it drains, but we can also use our 3, get the enemies to fight each other. There we go, we got a burst of entropy from that. So you want to make sure that you use your 3 before you run completely out of energy. Because... Sorry, lost my train of thought. Because when you run out of energy, you want those enemies to have the CC, so you can like dash around, get your energy back up, and survive for a little bit while your assimilate is down. You really do want to have Zenuric for this, and have some points in Void Dash, whatever it's called. So I'm gonna first start my CC because I still want to get more energy back for this while there's no enemies. They're fighting each other, so that's good. Okay, I'm full on energy, but there's still not really any enemies, so I'm gonna save my energy for now. Guess I'll go grab this. I'm kind of surprised there's not really any enemies there. I feel like that's kind of rare. They must be caught fighting somewhere. We have really good range on this, so our assimilate goes really far. Or sorry, not our assimilate. It's called Chaos. Our Chaos goes really far. Let's see exactly its range actually. 58 meters. So to put it into perspective, that's 14 meters. That's 33 meters. So it's like way out of our range that we're putting people into Chaos. So they're probably all just chilling there fighting each other. Okay, now there's more enemies coming. I'm going to start using Assimilate. Parasitic Eximus. So I should have done that at the very beginning. Mind controlled him so that I didn't lose as much energy as I did. I lost way too much energy doing that. He should have taken enough damage now to die since he's almost dead already. Oh, energy leech Eximus. Dang it, I didn't get him. I got the corrupted treatment. So we're about to run out of energy, so I'm going to use my 3 to make sure that they're chaos before my assimilate goes down. I'm also going to grab this. Okay. There's a bug where she drops the thing when she picks it up in her operator mode. Hopefully that'll get fixed. Okay, so we're going to use a Chaos again. Try to get some CC. Get our energy coming back up. And the super did get a huge buff with the gun update, which makes it viable for Sortie level. But before that update, I would have said use the Rock to Cernos, don't use the Supra. But since it got that crit buff, it's definitely, even without a ribbon, going to be doing fine against these enemies. Rock to Cernos still might be a higher DPS if you are good at landing your headshots. In fact, it probably is, but... So yeah, the hardest part about this is trying to find energy leech Eximuses as soon as you can, and either mind controlling them so that they're not affecting you, or kill them as fast as you can. I mind control that one because I knew that would be quicker. And then we'll put our Chaos back up. What's Eximus? I believe energy leech Eximus are always Grenier when you're doing this. I don't think I've seen a Corpus energy leech Eximus. I want to scan this. So just use my assimilate real quick. scan it. That's the really nice thing about assembly NICs, is that you can just be invulnerable wherever you are for short periods of time. So if you need to like do a terminal or whatever, you can do those. But yeah, anyways, that's how you do it with assimilate NICs. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.